Hey guys, want to do a quick update on the fish room and then also just some ponds that I have stocked and you're going. So we'll focus. I got a lot of cichlids kind of growing out. I divided this 125 up and got some grow outs here. Everything's doing quite well. I'll do some more details on the cichlids a little bit later, but for now I'm just going to focus on the ponds. And right now, I got out there in a big pond is this Japanese blue endlers. I really try to get these forktails to grow out, and they're doing quite well. So pretty happy with the results of how they're turning out. And yeah, so got them in a pretty big pond. I'll show that here a little bit later at the end of this video. But excited to see how those guys turn out. And then in another little pond, I have two things. I've got these yellow tiger endlers that have really started to take off and breed very well in this kind of 20-gallon thing. I've got some young cichlids mixed in here, but this has a couple yellow tiger endlers and this one as well, and this one is my last one. And you know, in here these are like roughly 12-gallon kind of cubes. It's all connected though, so you can see that it's a decent amount of volume. But I used to have some white cloud minnows out here in this one, and I put them out in the pond, and they did have some young babies, which are shown here. They're the gold 24 karat, basically just albino white cloud minnows. So I'm going to grab these two young ones and put them out into the pond as well. And in their pond, I'm going to add these 10 cherry shrimp. You can't really tell how red they are here, but you know, I don't have a great, there's not any up close, but these are the cherry shrimp that I'm going to add into that tank with the white cloud minnows. And then in the Endler tanks, I already have some blue velvet shrimp, which there's a couple in here. They're kind of hard to see, but you know, these are, I got some pretty nice grade ones. These ones are all right, but that's what I'm going to add to the pond. So I'll add a clip here of me putting these guys into the ponds, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alrighty, so here's kind of just a quick video of me putting these cherry shrimp and two smaller, you can see they're the size of an adult cherry shrimp, white cloud minnows, into this pond. I don't know if you can pick it up, but over here are some of the adults. There were 6 adults when I put them in here. Quite frankly, some were a little bit older. I've consistently seen 5. I might have lost one, but really hopeful to see a bunch of these fry kind of get in here. And you know, hopefully these ones will get big enough by the end of the season that they'll start breeding a little bit too. But really hope to be able to pull out, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 of these white cloud minnows along with a bunch more cherry shrimp. I put 10 cherry shrimp in there, so we'll see how this turns out at the end of the season. But really excited to see how all that goes. I'll do a quick overview of the ponds here in a second. Hey guys, so here's the ponds that I was talking about, and I have a couple ponds. I think these are roughly 20 gallons, and this is just a big pot that we got from Costco or Home Depot or whatever. And these things have been set up for about 3 weeks now. Well, really a month, but I had fish in them for roughly 3 weeks now. And this one actually has the tiger endlers, and they're pretty hard to see. That this water is super green, which is great for the fish, but hard for viewing. We'll see if anything kind of shows up while I'm sitting here talking. But this pond, there's definitely fish in here. They've been doing well. I'm pretty excited with this one. I've never tried the endlers in here, at least these yellow tiger endlers. I've done Japanese blue endlers last year, and they did quite well. I probably should have pulled them a little bit earlier than I did. But other than that, you know, these guys, I've seen plenty of the adults. We'll see how they start breeding. It's only been 3 weeks, so we'll see how that kind of turns out. But there was a fish right there. But again, they're really hard to see in this pond. Honestly, they're really hard to see in all of them. But this is probably the easiest to see. This is where I have my 24 karat or albino white gold minnows, and you can kind of see them kind of coming up here. I had 6 adults to start with, and that is literally it, besides the 2 that I just caught that I showed a little bit earlier in the video. So we'll see how they turn out, but they're hiding right now. They're kind of starting to come up a little bit. But these guys are the easiest to see, quite frankly, just because they're albino. So really excited to see how this turns out. This is the one that I've never done cloud minnows, white cloud minnows in a pond at all. I haven't even really kept white cloud minnows until just recently, and they bred in the aquarium. So really excited to see how they do in this pond. A lot of green water, see how everything turns out. And then lastly, this is a big pond that I actually found free, and there was a small hole that I had to repair. It's really hard to see anything in this pond because it's so big, but this is where I have Japanese blue endlers. They're the ones that I have the most of, and my endler that I like the most. So we'll see how these turn out. There's a couple kind of in here you can maybe see in the video if it's coming through, but I know there's a good reflection there. But excited to see. This is the biggest volume of water. We'll see how it turns out and how many fish I get out of here, and I'll kind of document some of that kind of as I pull them out. Apologize for not doing too many videos in a while, but life has just been busy, so we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.